I kind of knew the results, and I just got the call today indicating that Hey fam, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. Disregard the fact that I'm wearing this hat, y'all, because I don't know, I took out my braids and I'm trying to do something new with my hair. I got this wig and I don't know, it's not working for me, so that's why I put this hat on. But anyways, today's gonna be a cooking vlog. I'm gonna be cooking something different and new in today's video, but before I get on with that, I just want to talk to you guys for real quick. Recently, you guys know that I opened up with you about having to go for a special test, well, a blood test after, you know, for my postpartum checkup. And it was the test to see if I have gestational diabetes, because if you guys don't know, I've had gestational diabetes in all 5 of my pregnancies. And so this is like a routine thing that they do. And of course, it's very nerve-wracking. So I did that and I got my results. I went ahead and got it on my own. I just couldn't wait for my results to come back from the doctor, so I went ahead and just like looked them up myself. I don't know how I access this. I don't know if I had to pay a fee to the blood lab here to be able to access my documents ahead of time before they even make its way to the doctor. I did it so long ago that I don't remember, but that is what I do. So I read my results right away, so I kind of knew the results. And I just got the call today indicating that your girl is not diabetic. But the news is both good and bad, because I don't have diabetes, but I am what is considered pre-diabetic, and I kind of knew that. So I am definitely kind of working towards that, taking action, getting my health back together. You guys saw that I did that after Zoe, and even though I did go down to my pre-pregnancy weight, for some reason or another, sometimes us women, we gain weight after, not necessarily like after we've lost all the pregnancy weight, we gained a little bit. I don't know if it's because we're breastfeeding or what. I don't know, but I had lost it all with her through eating well and through not even like exactly dieting, but just watching what I ate and eating pretty hearty food, as well as through exercising. So that is the plan. Again, I am trying to get back to, you know, the basics. I kind of have started doing that already. You guys see that I am starting to walk and work out. I kind of fell off this past week. I don't know. I think I was just a little bit tired and just trying to get my body back to where it needs to be, because trying to breastfeed and trying to throw in like a whole new regimen of like a workout regimen and all that stuff in the midst of breastfeeding is not always easy. I want to ensure that I can feed him enough. I want to ensure that I have enough I'm eating enough calories and all that good stuff. So sometimes it's just like, but anyways, we're back to the drawing board. Also, I did share with you guys kind of like how I eat, and I want, like, this is obviously the explanation behind why you guys see so many like healthy style foods that I cook. Some of you may wonder, why don't you put sauces? Why don't you put extra this and extra that? And that the reason being is that that stuff isn't healthy. It might taste good. I'm not denying the fact that it won't taste good, but it is not healthy for you. So for the most part, I don't eat that way. I don't ban my kids or my husband from eating that way, but I do try to pull them on the bandwagon of eating primarily healthy with the way I cook, because it's going to be beneficial for all of us. So anyways, that being said, today I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to try to whip up something. I've already started prepping my food. I'm making chickpeas with kale today. The way in which I'm making it is going to be very new, because I've never really combined those two, but I have been known to throw spinach in like a lot of things, so I don't imagine that the Swiss chards or Swiss shards, how do you say it? I don't imagine that it is going to be any different from spinach. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and play around with that. I do make chickpeas quite a bit, and I just kind of put in my own seasonings. I don't follow any particular recipe. I don't have anything against recipes. It's just that I'm not always about running out to try to get all the things that a recipe calls for, when sometimes it's not even needed. that's just been my experience. So I will take you guys along. I'm gonna make this meal and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm making it. And you guys can try out my chickpea recipe. Like, hopefully I make it to T, because it's not like I'm measuring anything or going off of any recipe. I just kind of wing it and go off of what's in my head. And I'm just being candid and real and sharing it with you guys. If you try this recipe, leave a comment down below and let me know, because it is actually super, super tasty. My whole family tried it and they all love it. And my husband actually requested for me to make it another time, so I'm gonna be making it again. We have it with rice. I brown rice, them white rice or jasmine rice. And you can basically eat it with whatever you want. I don't know what I'm gonna have as a side yet. It might just be asparagus. Yeah, or chicken, we'll see. Guys, so the evening kind of got away from me, and I didn't show you guys a lot of the steps, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain real quick what it is that I've done. This is all that's left of the Swiss chard, guys. Like, can you imagine a large amount that it seemed like it was? And we haven't eaten anything out of it yet, but I did taste it and it tastes delicious. And this is the curry chickpea. I dried out a lot of the oil, but usually I like it with a little bit of grease in there, like just a little bit of gravy. But what I did was I added a little bit of water. I added curry powder. Lately I've been a fan of this Italiano seasoning, and I just throw it in everything. I of course used my organic no salt seasoning from Kirkland. I added a little bit of ketchup for taste, just a little bit to my liking. So if you were to make this, I would suggest doing it to yours. Maybe adding a little bit at a time before you go ahead and put in too much, if you don't want it to have that kind of flavor. It's just a little bit of the acid that's really helpful. Of course, I added a little bit of olive oil to the pot. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to the chickpeas and then kind of fry them down, and that gives it just like the little bit of hint of saltiness, and yeah, and just kind of helps in the flavor department. So
it's like, like savvy, you know.
That's hilarious.
You can't put your fingers like all the way into your
Oh my god, here, stay here. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have Charlotte taste my Swiss chards. You just tell them your honest opinion. Don't have to. She knows already.
I really like it, but at the beginning it reminded me of like a different food.
Yeah?
I can't remember.
Like what? It's not collard greens, it's Swiss chards.
Yeah.
You don't eat those very often, so that's probably why.
Yeah, but I think it was like the seasonings with it too.
Oh, you taste. Oh, okay.
I think it was the seasonings.
Maybe you taste the piece of seasoning, yeah.
But, guys.
Mmm. Is it good?
Dad, the rest.
I'm gonna ask your dad. You want to taste this? Okay, I'm gonna ask Aaron to taste it now.
Drink my mug. Drink my mug.
It's just a big mouth. It's a mouthful of Swiss chards. Swiss chards, or however you pronounce them. How's it taste?
Tastes good. Tastes
Swiss
delicious.
shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
I watch the clip.
Yeah, it's
I'm
delicious.
looking at him.
Everyone likes it. So you guys can see that my choice of side, which is not even a side, it's just I ended up making chicken, and then we also threw in rice, which I didn't record, so the family could have something, for themselves. I ended up having the Swiss chards with the chickpeas by itself, and I ended up not combining them. The evening just got ahead of me, and the baby needed me a little bit more than usual, so I did what I had to do, guys. And yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy, but sometimes real life happens. Like, you start off with the intent to do something, and it just doesn't, the final result isn't exactly what you intended. But you know what, overall we were all fed, there was leftovers, and there's always tomorrow. So I hope you guys can take from that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, as well as leave a comment down below and let me know if you enjoyed today's video. And yeah, share whatever else you want to share down there. Until next time, y'all. See you in the next video. Much love.